recording yet. I gotta go. Let me make sure that everybody is about to go live on Instagram.
This is the lightest I've ever been on the podcast. I'm so white.
All
Wow.
right. So guys, we are live on TikTok. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitch. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Instagram. All platforms, man. So we getting this thing straight right now. All right. All right, guys. Here we go. Let me light up. Y'all, we back, man. Rhonda had to go. Rhonda had to take some time off. Uh, Rhonda had to take some time off, guys. Y'all got to understand if you get an invitation to certain events in North Carolina, yeah, nothing else matters. And for all y'all from North Carolina, y'all know it's only a few events where nothing else matters.
It was an experience. That's all I'm gonna say. It was an experience.
Let's do it. Mauricio, you ready?
I'm good to go.
Rhonda, you ready?
As much as I'm gonna be.
It ain't gonna be as bad as you think, Rhonda. Don't get caught up on the
No,
title.
when you hear the title. Yeah. Y'all must be talking before the podcast because I'm like, what in the world?
Here it is. Here we go.
We just watched the Cowboys come back. That's all it was.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I went
They sure
live
enough
for the
came back.
in the first half.
They sure enough came back.
Welcome in, everybody. We are live. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and now Instagram, man. Technology has a way of giving you access to these live tools. Welcome into the Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast. We are about to get started. Are women the reason that marriage rates are down? Grab your stick. Grab your drink. Let's get into this thing right now.
Hot beat, smoke it, drink it down. With your voice, it got you around. Feel the vibe, we're set to roll. Let's play, let's lose control. Sip a drink and smoke will swirl. Join the convo around the world. Relationships we dissect slow. Current events, we let them flow.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you. Welcome back to the channel, man. Y'all know what it is. It's the Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast. I'm the real Cigar Jeff. Y'all know the routine, man. Get down in the description, support the channel, get the merch, follow me on all the socials. We are live on all platforms right now: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok, man. So we appreciate y'all joining in with us. Y'all do me a favor. 2 links I want y'all to visit in the description. First link is Cigars International link, man. Below, get the best deals on your cigars, 5-packs, bundles, and of course, any other brand you want. That's going to be the first link. Second link, man, I need y'all to copy the book, Ashes Between Us. You want to learn what's happening in Cigar Lounge, relationships, politics, sports, and everything in between. Learn how to navigate in the Cigar Lounge when you go in there, man. Cop that book on the Amazon Kindle. Guys, tonight, we're going to have a conversation that a lot of people feel, but almost nobody is willing to say out loud. Because marriage isn't declining because people stop wanting love. It's declining because the rules change, the expectations change, and the dating culture changed faster than the relationships could keep up. Now, ladies, whether you agree or not, tonight we're breaking down my top 5 reasons women are unintentionally contributing to the decline in marriage. I want to make sure I repeat that: unintentionally contributing to the decline in marriage, and more importantly, what to do about it so that love still ultimately wins. I want y'all ladies to know this is not a bashing woman session. This is still the man is the catch session. And if we can keep reminding ourselves, y'all don't look at Rhonda squirreling in her seat over there. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. She just got the topic today. She just got the topic today, guys. So one of the things, guys, as we get into this tonight, y'all know doggone well I can't do a topic like this without my esteemed panel. Y'all know I got to introduce him. Boy, New School is on the podcast again. He's showing up for another week, y'all. I don't know why he keep coming back, but he keep coming back. His brand is growing. Everything is growing. He's seeing increase. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Tell y'all what he's sipping on tonight, where y'all can find him on the socials.
It's funny. Thank you for having me back. I think we're at the 4-month anniversary. I was waiting for the today. I think we're already at 4 months. It's been since July.
Oh.
End of July.
Wow.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
As you know, Jeff has been upping up his game, so I got to up my game too. So it's Mauricio. I'm back with another podcast episode. You can find me at the AI Operators. We've actually released a brand new bot. You need clarity on your situation, 24/7 access to me, to some of the insights provided by Rhonda, by Jeff. Anything you need to welcome your relationship. You didn't know about that, Rhonda, but now you do.
Did not.
Yes.
Yes.
I found out about it Sunday, bro.
Oh.
Go
Okay.
to my page, go to that link in the bio and subscribe to that thing, because I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Tonight, I have my Surfside.
Nice.
So I just went light, straight gas station. So, but I'm ready for tonight.
I like it. Mauricio, appreciate you being on. Guys, make sure y'all follow that man on the AI Operators, guys. He is putting relationships together. If y'all follow his page, man, that toxic Pixar, guys, is killing the game. Toxic Pixar is killing the game. I've been crazy all day today. He made one for this podcast tonight, and I just saw it about 5-6 minutes ago. So I couldn't even post it to promote it, man. So Toxic Pixar, man. Either you want to get the relationship at a higher level, or you just want to enjoy toying with him for a little bit, man. Go to the AI Operators. He just put a platform together where you can use him as your toxicity coach or your hopeless romantic coach.
Whatever you want.
Make sure y'all go follow him on the AI Operators. Y'all know who I got next. My A1 from day one. If some of y'all were in when we were just going live, couldn't make it last week. Like I said, guys, when you get invited to a Carolina basketball game, it don't matter what you got going on. Funerals get moved. Anniversaries get pushed back. When you get invited to a Carolina game, things change in North Carolina. So if y'all wonder why we wasn't here last week, yeah, Rhonda, I could have had a podcast, but she wasn't going to be here. So
yeah, you could have had it.
You get invited to a Carolina game, everything changed. I'm going to let her introduce herself, tell y'all what she's sipping on, the way y'all can find her on the socials.
Thanks, JB, for having me back. What's up, Mauricio? Congrats on all the increase. I guess I'm just increasing in my social life, not necessarily with the podcast, but hey. So tonight I'm taking it easy because I don't know if it was the topic or my bout with Five Guys, but I got my mint tea and not ginger ale, ginger ale, and my trusted water. So that's where we are tonight. Y'all can find me on Instagram at RNBLMBT. Hopefully I'll be drinking next time on the podcast.
Oh man, look,
safely.
We'll be back. Look, guys, why am I doing this one tonight? Appreciate you being on. You being on, guys. And before I get started, man, go ahead and hit that like button, drop a comment so we know you're tuned in, and subscribe, especially if you love honest conversations without all the chaos, guys. This is our holiday Thanksgiving podcast, man. Some of y'all gonna be listening to this while family is in town and all this kind of stuff. And so, ladies, I don't want y'all to get mad at us. I'm just telling y'all that as things start to happen with women, marriage rates are going to decline. Like I said, it's unintentional. It's unintentional. But I got 5 things. We're going to jump right into it. Rhonda, if I had your permission, every time I do this tonight, Rhonda, I'm coming to you first. Then we're going to go to yeah, we're going to come to you first because as a woman, you can say, okay, nah, Jeff, that's cool, or that ain't cool. So all my ladies,
I thought you were gonna say Rhonda act right. Act right.
I need you to show your ass. I need you to show your ass. Go ahead, show your ass, right? Be you. But I want y'all to understand this. Because remember, guys, this is the Man is the Catch series. When me and Mauricio talk a lot, we talk about how the man has a responsibility to make sure he gets up and he's a catch. And you know that, and you operate as such. Not from an arrogant way, but from a productivity standpoint, from a branding standpoint, from knowing that somebody can see you as somebody they can follow. Okay, so when you look at a marital decline, and there was an article out on the news the other day about this, how marriage rates are in decline. So I said, we got to talk about this on the podcast. Now, let's get into number 1. Let's start with the one nobody wants to talk about. A lot of modern women have been taught, I don't need a man. I can do everything by myself. dependence equals weakness. But marriage is literally built on interdependence, not control, not dominance, just partnership. When independence turns into hyper independence, the relationship has no room to grow. Now, Rhonda, you hear me talk about hyper independence. The relationship has no room to go. Do you think women are now hyper independent and have forgotten about having that vulnerability so that somebody can partner with them? Because marriage is a business. Am I partnering with you versus am I dominating you? Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think about number one.
Well, from my standpoint, of course, when you hear that I don't need a man, I think that automatically does something to a woman's brain. But I think culturally, you got to look at who you're dealing with, because I think in
Mm-hmm.
certain cultures, some women do say that I don't need a man, whereas other cultures they welcome, like, hey, I'll be supportive. I'll be I'll be supportive.
That
Like I'll
supportive
do this,
word,
I'll
that
do that,
supportive word stuck with Rhonda.
man. Because I was gonna say the other one, but it wouldn't come all the way out. So, uh, but I don't think it's that women don't need a man. They just need the one that's suitable for them, and not out of control or anything like that. It's just the compatibility of it all, and if they truly gonna lead, and if there's somebody they could follow. So if the man's the catch, and he's this high value man, as we've been talking about over these, it seems like forever. It's,
No shade.
I think it just depends on the. I don't need a man. I think on a deeper level comes from deep hurt and deep trust and lack thereof. And I think that's the only reason. If you hear a woman say that, is I bet if you dug deeper, you'll find that it's something else. But
Yeah.
everybody knows marriage should be where you're cohesively working together towards the goal in a perfect world. But no, you bring in feelings, it messes everything up. So I think women want to have successful marriages, but I think depending on where that woman is in her life, if it's all about her in that moment, it's not going to matter about she would have the I don't need a man attitude if
Okay.
it's been a lot of messiness around.
Okay. See, guys, that's why I told you I'm
Mhm.
coming to it first. I'm putting the pressure on Mauricio. Now, Mauricio, look, man, we hear these comments,
It's
right?
harder going first. It's
No.
harder going first. Happy
Look,
Thanksgiving. Happy
I
Thanksgiving.
don't need a man. I can do everything by myself. Dependence equals weakness. Now you got this hyper independent woman. Mauricio, what's your thoughts on that? Because who wants to marry this hyper independent woman?
Yeah, so I mean, women are kind of taught that from a young age, especially my generation. The moms have been screwed over by guys, and that
Yeah.
they had depended on in the past, and then the moms spilling these ideas like, "Hey, don't trust men. Men are evil. They're here. They're out to get you." So when it comes to them becoming hyper independent, it's and a lot of times it's kind of weird how dynamics are. Some dynamics are now women, like we said, taking care of the guy that sits at home and can please her because he's on the couch all day.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm.
but what women that becomes a problem because they become very successful and then they either become stuck in relationships where they're being the mother or they're out searching for someone who's on a higher level than them. So
Mm-hmm.
if everyone's trying to get the catch, the woman's competing with a whole bunch of people over here. So
Yeah.
now that makes it hard for that man to choose her. So then she settles, that guy screws her over, and then that cycle continues. So it's very hard to be dependent, and that's one of the major factors in why marriages are declining today.
And one of the things, guys, one of the things is that you don't realize that marriage is like a puzzle. You got to find the pieces that fit. You just can't put any piece in the puzzle. You got to find the piece that fits. Now, look, now, and y'all got to understand now, if Mauricio still keep deciding to join us, one of the things y'all gonna see is probably next 3 weeks, right, probably before New Year's, we gonna me and
Oh,
Rhonda
right
gonna
before.
jump back into our 2026 astrology and numerology relationship. Remember, Rhonda, how we did that for 2025? We're gonna talk to these people about it. But one of the things that I think is happening
Yeah.
is one of the things that you guys, if the only tool you got in your toolbox is a hammer, you're gonna treat everything like a nail. Okay. And one of the things I
Hmm.
think women are doing, women are women are all trying to create this monolithic approach to men. And just like all men aren't the same, all women aren't the same. But it's like the reason why marriage is on the decline, guys, is marriage had these kind of unwritten rules that we gonna do X, Y, and Z the same. Well, now nobody wants to be the same. Everybody wants to be different. And so now you got this situation where when I see hyper independence, and Mauricio's kind of going into my second point. When I see hyper independence, that wasn't because of a man. That's because of somebody else, right? Hyper independence is not because some man hurt them. Hyper independence got put into them by somebody else. Now, before we go on to number 2, guys, right? All right, hit that like button, comment, man, so we know you tuned in, guys. Let's get this thing out with YouTube, because at the end of the day, guys, this conversation is for people who really need it. But a lot of women are out here saying there's no good men, there's no good men, there's no good men. And guess what, guys? I'm coming to number 2. Mauricio just alluded to it. He didn't know. They just got the topic today, guys. Second reason, a lot of women today are trying to win at love in a way they feel their mother didn't.
Oh my God.
A lot of women today are trying to win at love in a way they feel their mother didn't. So the pressure isn't just find love. It becomes fix the family history, break the cycle, never settle like she did. Don't let him do to you what my man did to me. This creates impossible expectations of men, expectations no human being can live up to. Now, why am I saying this to you guys? Y'all don't understand the power of the mother, the aunt, the grandmother now. As times change and as times evolve, when you see a hyper independent woman, she got told, go to college, you don't need no man. Go major in this so you don't need no man to take care of you. Go do this, go do that. That's all the opposite of what marriage is about, because marriage is not about a man taking care of you. Marriage is about that man making your life easy because your presence make his life easier. And that's what we missing about marriage. Marriage ain't so y'all can fight all the time and it feels like work all the time. Marriage is a piece of the puzzle. So now, Rhonda, when you hear me talk about the mother, the auntie, the grandmother, all that trauma they had, now you have this one woman who feels like I got to do it differently so I can break that cycle. Tell me what you think about that and if you think that's a legitimate reason.
I don't know if that's a legitimate reason, because I think it's it's almost like saying people got mama issues and daddy issues, which everybody does on some level. It's just what
Okay.
it is. But I do believe though, in the grand scheme of things, if your mother and the females in your family have taught you how to maneuver when it comes to men, because you probably saw your auntie when you were little handling things a certain way, or you saw your mom handling things a certain way, or if she was with your actual dad. I think you have so many different people to pull from, right? When in
Mm-hmm.
all honesty, for a lot of families, um, probably probably grandma was probably the most virtuous woman in the room,
Mm-hmm.
if we're going to be honest about it, right? And so then you may try to mimic that, but I do believe, I don't know if it is with relationships, but I do believe it's probably more prevalent with women competing with their moms as it relates to raising their kids though. I
Mm-hmm.
think they know a man is going to be a man, but I don't think they see it as competition, because 9 times out of 10 their mom probably don't have a man. And so in that case, it's kind of like there is no competition. If we're going to check that box, it's already been checked. Just don't know if it's a driving factor. It is a factor. Just don't know if it's a driving factor from that standpoint, because I think innately we're supposed to do better than our parents. Like we
Mm-hmm.
should go further generationally and all of that stuff. But stuff that runs in your veins, that's a hard thing to break.
It's a
You can
hard
say
thing to
all day
break.
long,
Yeah.
I don't want to be like my mama. I don't want to be like my daddy. And then that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly who you end up with. And then 9 times out of 10, gonna end up in the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's man or woman. Women are more prone to fall into it, because it's not the man in the eye of the public that keeps the marriage together. It is the woman. Just like your kids can't be out here looking raggedy. They're gonna blame it on the woman before they blame the daddy or the husband or whoever's in the house. So I think it is a factor, just maybe a factor. I think it's more heavy with when it comes to raising kids. But you
Okay.
know, I think they probably just grateful to have a man in a lot of cases.
Okay. Okay. Mauricio, jump in there. Let me know what you think.
It's funny you mentioned grandma because how they're the most versatile. Because my grandma, I actually had a conversation with her the other day, and I have four sisters, but my grandma was
Hmm.
like, "Man, don't settle down. Just have fun. Go
Mm,
run through options." That's coming from my grandma. My grandma is
right.
68 years old. She's 68 years old,
Okay.
and so that's the value that's getting passed down. So that kind of contributes to that kind of mindset that women have now, but also society
Hmm.
where we're in the new school now. In the old school, they kind of pressured you more into the marriage, kind of said be loyal. Our modern society tells you that it's not a good thing to be loyal, that there's always something better out there for you. If you go on your TikTok account and go through your For You page, it will literally, the videos that go viral are, that man didn't deserve you, you deserve better. That's
Mhm,
the message that gets viral out there.
mhm.
So not only is that pressure from the parents and that childhood and that upbringing, it's also modern society. They say you can have whoever you want. And then what's the benefits of being married? If you can have all the benefits of being, committed relationship, you can get gifts from different guys, you can hook up whenever you want. What's the true value in being loyal to one person? And that
Yeah,
goes both
Yeah.
ways.
and that's what's happening, guys. That's what's happening, right? When we talk about why we talk about why marriage is on the decline, if the woman is the reason why it's on the decline, one of the things that's happening is when you start getting raised to go against traditional roles, right? Whether you come out as a male, come out as a female. When you start getting raised to go against traditional roles, traditional marriage can't work. Traditional marriage can't work. One of the things that's happening right now is that we got people, and I appreciate everything Rhonda said. I appreciate everything uh Fabricio said. Well, now back in the day, you got taught, hey, look, man, don't be out here in these streets. Go settle down. Go build something with somebody that you can die with, somebody that can hold your hand in the hospital bed, all this kind of stuff. Well, now no nobody care about dying, and don't nobody care about people holding their hand, right?
And if you're in the hospital, you by yourself anyway.
By yourself anyway. They don't even let nobody come back there no more, right? Like, back in the 80s, everybody could be in the room, right? Yeah, back in the 80s. So why did I say this, guys? Yeah, well, look at what I said. Fix the family history, break the cycle. Man, when you meet some of these women right now, the first thing they're trying to do is show you that you're not going to do to them what got done to their mama. And they already come out hostile. And I'm like, man, it ain't got to be like that, man. Who you mad at? But they feel like they got to be able to go back home and tell whoever put that mess in there. Because it's not a guy that hurt them.
Hmm.
It's a woman who taught them wrong based off of her hurt. And that's what the problem is with a lot of these relationships, guys. You got people, Rhonda said something earlier, and I like that. We always keep asking for the woman with daddy issues, but Rhonda brought up something else, mommy issues, right?
Oh, Lord.
Because daddy issues is a way to really demean the man. But that man didn't walk away for no reason. That man didn't walk away
Oh
for no
my
reason,
goodness.
right? That man wasn't disengaged for no reason. Yeah, we call him spade a spade on Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast, right?
Are we?
The woman, no, the woman wasn't perfect, but the man wasn't perfect either, right? So what
Okay.
happens is this is
Hmm.
man. Why y'all think so many people on antidepressants and stuff? Because they learning the truth about what happened when they get older. You didn't believe the lie for how many years? You didn't believe
It
this
is
lie,
devastating.
man. Look, let me tell
Your
you what it
whole
is,
life.
man. You didn't believe this lie your whole life. So when we talk about
Hmm.
hyper
Hmm.
independence, is number one the reason the reason women are contributing to the decline in marriage. Hyper independence, and now breaking the history of the mama issues. I start looking at women right now when they come up to me and they automatically lead with an attitude. That ain't a daddy issue. That's a mama issue. Why?
Mm.
My mama told me don't let a man treat me the way her man treated her. So I'm gonna treat every man like they my daddy or they my mama's boyfriend, and that hurt her heart. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think about that before we move to number three. Because you
Look,
brought it
that
up with
sounds
mommy
like a
issues.
session.
You brought it up with
But I
mommy
mean, but
issues.
that
That
sounds
wasn't
like
on
a
my list.
session
That wasn't
for
on my list. But
but
mommy
it's
issues
true.
might be a future podcast. Go
But
ahead.
I mean, but it is true. Like I stand by that. Like you do have to. It's no different. We've talked about this plenty of times on the podcast. someone's family, you have to see how they interact with their mom and their dad if they're still alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and hearing Mauricio say that his grandmother is a young 68, and here go
Yes.
my grandma about to be 100 in February, like two
Yes.
totally different
Yes.
generations, right?
Yes.
And so my grandma, she was at the house. She was that traditional wife. The dude was Dust First Citizens Bank in downtown Weldon.
Yes.
Other she was at home making sure, but again, a different time. So it's good to hear what his grandmother had to say about what the women in their family should do, because what I saw was totally different. And let's be real, mom and their sisters, they didn't talk about a lot of stuff. They didn't talk about stuff like that. You just do what.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I don't know what that is, but I think the word traditional is very mm, I think it could be a big word for some people when you're talking about traditional marriage. I think that stuff went away with our
Yes.
grandmother's generation. You know what I'm saying? And so I think traditional in the word, it's so many women out here working hard. And I'm a big believer. If you marry, the woman should not be working that hard. And there's a whole male person in the house.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know if that's traditional or not. So I don't know if I want to say that's mommy issues. But what if the mama did just let the man just do what he
Stop
wanted to
right
do?
there. Hold on. Stop right there before Mauricio come in, because Rhonda just preached. Y'all see what happened when you become hyper independent. Now you become the person that's the provider. And now you find with the guy on the couch. See, that's how it's gonna happen. If you want the provider,
Mm-hmm.
you not gonna attract to another provider. You gonna attract to somebody who is dependent. This is what a lot of people don't get. Two providers ain't together, right? So let's look at it, right?
Never.
Once Jeff Bezos got married for the second time, her job ain't to go start another Amazon. Her job is to run the charities that he gonna give his money to. See,
And keep her
so
body together.
absolutely. So now you got two people in a marriage. See, and y'all got to understand. Me and Rhonda did that podcast before. Rich folks' marriage and poor folk marriage. We better start making sure we understand what's happening here, right? If I'm in a rich environment looking for a man or a woman versus if I'm in a broke environment looking for a man and a woman, because it's different rules. It's different rules. But Rhonda
Absolutely.
just pointed it
Absolutely.
out. My grandmother about to be 100 years old. Mauricio just said his grandmother is 68. That's
Yes.
his grandmother younger than my mama, right?
Yes.
So,
I'm like, wow.
so guys, if you ain't seen the difference between old school and new school right now, right? If you ain't seen the difference between old school and new school right now, that's the
Mm-hmm.
difference, guys. And Mauricio, I want you to jump in there, because have you met a woman with mommy issues? How do you handle it? And what do you think about because you just alluded to it, fix the family history, break the cycle, never settle like my mama did. So I'm going to come out guns blazing to let this man know he ain't going to mess with me. And all that does is let the man know I can run over you. The harder you come at a man, it lets the man know, yeah, you fragile, dog. You fragile, right?
Mm.
Go ahead,
Mm.
Mauricio, jump in there.
So it's the last, or this girl that I once dated had
I
both.
love his
She had
stories.
mommy issues and she had daddy issues. So, but I saw both. I saw both. The mommy issues was, I hate my mom for not leaving my dad because he
Mm.
wasn't good for nothing and sat on the couch. At one point, he was this businessman, and then he became a good for nothing that sits on the couch, and she just held a lot of resentment towards her. And she's like, oh, like, but then you could see in the way that her actions were, she wanted to be independent all the time. She didn't want, you
Mm-hmm.
couldn't tell her anything because she didn't want to be controlled. But sometimes what I've come to realize in our current economy is some women confuse control with a man trying to help them grow. So they try to be independent and they push away something that may be good, hoping that maybe somewhere along the timeline that they find that again. And it doesn't work like that. She's going to end up being that provider, and then you're going to have someone settling, because there's never two providers. The energy doesn't.
Can't
They
happen.
don't match. They don't.
Can't happen, guys. Two providers ain't gonna happen.
So there's always somebody that's in that masculine framework. We said men is the prize. That's the masculine framework. And then there's someone in the feminine framework. The job for people now is to find where do they fit on that scale. And you see it too. You see it. I mentioned it before on the podcast too. This LGBTQ community, they know who wears the pants and they know who doesn't wear the pants. They know who's controlling it. They know who runs the house and who runs around the house. There's no we're on a balance. No, there's nothing like that. At that point, you're just friends. There's always someone running the house and there's someone running around the house.
And that's and again, I'm glad Mauricio brought that up, because all marriage is that, look, all marriage is this: you take this role, I take this role, but it ain't two alphas, right? It ain't. It's gonna be an alpha and it's gonna be a beta. It don't matter the gender, guys. It doesn't matter the gender. If somebody decides that you follow, I lead, and you got two people who say, I'm with you, right? Because that's all a company is. When you go to interview for that job, you're not interviewing for the CEO role. So guess what you're saying? I'll follow. That's all you're saying. And when you say I'll follow, they say, bet. All right, cool. Here's your salary. Show up, do this, this, and this. Go home. Now, if you do that well, we're going to help you progress. We're going to help you progress. And the more training you get, the more knowledge you get, the more available you are. Look at what happens. Why don't we do that in marriage? Everybody who fails at marriage, I'm giving y'all this as I move to number 3. I'm giving y'all this. Everybody who fails at marriage is amazing at their job. You don't see, if you're good at your job, if you're good at your profession, your marriage is at risk. Why? Because everything you do at your job, you throw it out the door in your relationship. What do you think about that, Ron, before we move on to number 3?
Well, I think that right there, what just hit me just now was that person at home is supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Their job is going to pay you to put up with the BS, and hopefully they pay you enough to put up with all the stuff. But the job is not saying, well, do this if you want to. No, the job is saying, do this.
Or get out.
Marriages is, well, do what you want to do. Or, you know what I'm saying? And so it's not, yes, it should be in the same vein, but it never is, because they love me though.
Yeah.
And you know my saying, right? What's love got to do with it? Absolutely nothing. It's a partnership. It's a partnership. And sometimes we got to get.
Let me ask y'all this. We
gotta,
just said that. And I don't do this, so I don't want y'all to think I'm over here trying to be super husband, because I'm not. You notice that when people get married, they don't go to the Secretary of State and form a business with their marriage. See, because let's be honest, guys. When marriage was first formed, women were property. Now women are equals, right? So we see, and I'm not talking about prenup. I'm just talking about, why don't people give somebody, hey man, I went and started y'all a company. In y'all name since y'all married now. What would that do if people realized they had to act like a business, buying the house in the business name, buying the cars in the business name, doing all of that stuff from the jump? How would that change? Right? Mauricio, jump in and let me know what you think about that.
I mean, every day we're playing a role. So
yeah,
we talk about that growth aspect. There's visions that you have. Like if you're going to settle down with someone, you know what that long-term plan is. And if you don't, that's your marriage is at risk right there. You have to know where you're going to know the way to get there. And that's exactly what that would do. I think that's an excellent idea. I'm gonna have to write that down and steal that, to be honest with you. But because now we're in this together, and we're forced to, whatever flaws that we might have, we might work it out. But we know where we want to go. We want to get that house. We want to have this business flourishing where we can take care of the children, have that professional support, have everything that most people neglect to have.
Yeah. And think about it. Can you imagine if a married couple goes to their Secretary of State, starts an official business? Now, when they have a child, that child starts becoming one of the officers in that business, right? From the beginning, it makes me think everybody who fails at marriage is great at work. Everybody who fails at relationships are great at work. Everybody who fails their relationships are great in their profession, top performers. Marriage between two losers ain't no challenges, because we losers. So
Yeah.
there is no
Yeah.
challenge, guys, and that's what I want to bring in. Now, comment below, guys, if y'all ever seen this happen in real life, man. No judgment, just conversation. But hyper independent and then dealing with mommy issues, because I'm glad Rhonda summed it up like that. We keep talking about daddy issues, but the real reason is guys like women with daddy issues. Guys can't stand women with mama issues.
Oh boy, there you
I
go.
can fix daddy issues. I can fix daddy issues. I can't fix mama issues.
Can you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just saying. I ain't saying I can. Let me just put it
you
out
know, I
there.
can.
Uh,
I
look, of course, of course.
Let's get into number 3, guys. And it's been coming up on all of our podcasts recently, especially since Mauricio's come on.
Hmm.
Number 3, guys, social media. Social media. Comparison culture
Mm.
is destroying real relationships, and women are taking this hook, line, and sinker. Suddenly, a relationship is not about commitment, it's about optics. Is he tall enough? Does he make enough? Can he post you on his page? Can he compete with the guy you saw online who's not even real? This creates a dynamic where real men feel like they're competing with a fantasy, not reality. And that frustration pushes men away from marriage altogether. Rhonda, I'm coming back to you first. Social media creating these fake we got the AI operators on this podcast. This man
Yes,
can
we do.
create a
Hmm.
Rhonda and a Jeff right now. That ain't even Rhonda and Jeff. He can create them. Respond just
Oh, I
like that.
know.
Now you competing against somebody who ain't even real. Rhonda, jump in there. Let me know, and then Mauricio, we coming to you on this on social media.
Look, you know how I feel about social media. That's why my TikTok page ain't got number 2 followers, right? Because I don't interact. So y'all get out there and follow me if y'all want to. Because I don't get out there and interact like that. But like you sent me something the other day where uh this man what like dumped his girlfriend because the picture he sent her, and when she
Yes,
sat
ma'am.
down she had that belly, but when she
Mm-hmm.
stood, yeah. And so because you don't know, you don't know what you're getting. But it's also too, if I could go in on any of these platforms and put shading here and adjust
Yeah,
something here, tweak something
absolutely.
there. I saw a meme that said Glorilla took Rilla out of her name, and now it's just Glow
Yes.
because whatever she's done to her
Yes.
face.
She glowed up, bruh.
Like I love,
I
I
ain't
love.
love her.
Yes, she looks good, right? So
Yeah.
me either. And so I'm like, uh, like, but you could really change yourself, like literally, physically change yourself, and then social media wise. So as much as you want it to be a good tool, in certain cases, people are getting their hearts broken. But thank goodness, as I pass it to the AI operators, thank goodness
Yeah.
for the AI operators to come and fix
Yeah.
your relationship.
Exactly, guys.
We
You
don't
better
need
know.
Elanya fix my
I'm
life.
telling you,
We're gonna fix your relationship
we
with the
gonna fix it,
AI
man.
operators.
Absolutely. Jump
And
in
then
there,
you're gonna
Mauricio.
buy
Let me know
your
what you think.
house from Buy Now, Sell Now Realty.
Why not say
You
no?
see the,
Hey, that's how
you
it
see
all
the
comes
shit?
together. It's an ecosystem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jump in there, Mauricio. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, social media is just one of the biggest things because it made especially
Mhm.
modern women value attention more than they value commitment. They see how many options they get.
Mhm.
They can say, "Oh, I went on this date with this sweet guy and he checked most of my boxes, but I have 47 DMs to respond to." DMs are options.
Yeah.
DMs are options. Attention is not commitment. Like it's this whole game, and I see it around my age too. It's in like the 20s. I literally saw a girl rage baiting a whole bunch of guys on Instagram, and then she texted me after. But she was rage baiting a whole bunch of guys on Instagram, saying all these things, and she's like, men are optional, and she's 24, but that's like a common theme around them is men are optional. Then when they get to their 30s, they're like, well, where are all the good men? They
Yes.
don't know where the
Yes.
good men is because they kind of
Mhm.
scribble along because they want to look up to their celebrities, to the influencers, and they want to have a life just like them. Of
Mhm.
men are not important, but manifest that life of your dreams. Go on that vacation. Go hook up with that European man or whatever they're talking about these days. But that's exactly how social media has programmed them to be. So now they just are looking for what everyone else is doing rather than what their heart is asking them for.
And it's I'm glad that Mauricio said that because let me tell y'all my take on social media. right? If I go fishing, guys, I gotta have bait. The problem is when the fish actually realizes that the bait they're eating is not live bait, is fake bait. Now it don't matter because once you bite the bait, I got you. Because you've fallen in love with graven images. This is what you're falling in love with on social media is graven images. Now that'll be a Jeff Sunday service message. Y'all make sure y'all follow that channel too. We're gonna talk about graven images on Jeff Sunday service because the problem that you have is social media is full of graven images. But I'm also attracted to fake images that look like the real image I want. Right? So by the time you show up and your stomach ain't a six pack like you showed in the picture, the chances of me dumping you is reduced. Now, there's a possibility I'm gonna walk away, but I've fallen in love with the graven image. And one of the things that used to happen, guys, is that strongholds used to take place when I was spending time with a person physically. Strongholds. Well, now we got digital strongholds. I can't turn away from you. You posting a story because you know I'm a look. Right? All this kind of stuff. I can't turn away from you because I got this digital stronghold. This is what makes social media dangerous. I don't need a real relationship. This social media DM is fine enough for me. Look at what Mauricio just said. I got 47 DMs. Mauricio's like, that ain't no option. Right? But in their mind, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Right? Guys, let me tell you what makes social media dangerous. You got to decide now. Are you living digitally? Or are you living reality? And a lot of people, the reason why marriage is in decline, because most women have realized how much power and money they can have digitally. If they come into reality, they forced to play these traditional roles and they got to take less money. I'm gonna say this to y'all. I was in Hooters the other day and I heard somebody say the reason why Hooters is not doing like they used to do is because all the good looking Hooters girls are on OnlyFans. And I said, oh my God, you can walk into any Hooters right now and get a seat. Guess what? They said, why would I go deal with these chicken wings and deal with these guys who can't afford me, deal with these creeps who are 40 and over, right? They can go on OnlyFans, get consistent money, and never have to leave their house. And not have to deal with no chicken wings, not mop no floor, not wipe no tables, not act like they like you, not subject themselves to guys who they're not interested in. Right? So that's why I'm telling you guys, social media has the reason why marriage is down. Most of us are living digital lives. And if we got a real relationship, we on social media trying to make you think it's better than what it is. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think.
Real is too much work. Because real is too much work.
Yeah.
When you think about like the way y'all talk about AI and how you could prompt it, since I've learned that since Mauricio has been on the podcast, if you prompt it correctly, like in the results that you get, right? And you know, and listening to some of my clients that are really into it, like they literally, like he literally said, yeah, I told my chat that I'll be back. I'm stepping out for a minute and I'll be back, but still continue to do the work, you know. And I was like, wow. And I couldn't think nothing but of y'all too, because I'm like, yeah, that's what they be doing. So it's, you don't want to get left behind, but I think even if you try to get on, you probably get dragged if you're not ready to get all the way on. And I think it's a learning curve to it for certain people.
I'm gonna say this, Rhonda, before we go to Mauricio. AI is ruining a lot of relationships because AI is opening people's time up to spend more time together, and these people are realizing they don't like each other. Jump in there, Mauricio. Let me know what you think.
It depends. I always say it depends on how
that was a transition.
I'm just saying.
It depends on how you use AI because you could use it to better yourself too, to show up better in the relationship. That's why we talk about prompting. You give it a certain prompt, you get a certain outcome. It just amplifies what you are.
Yes.
That's why I came up with the dating bot, because it gives you clarity so then you can show up as a better person for your partner. So in terms of relationships, some people are using it and they're getting so anxious to the point where they have to control their woman. And some people are using it and they're like, look, I'm chilling. I know what today's game brings.
Yes.
So whatever happens, happens. And they are not trying to fight anymore. what's going on with a lot of people is they're trying to still bring that old school contracts of marriage into the modern day, but the
Yes.
rules have changed. The rules have
Yes.
changed massively, but no one has told you other than this podcast right here.
Hey man, I appreciate the plug. Yes.
Right. I know.
Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
I do have a question though. So like, can AI, can your chat bot be so good? Can it learn you so well that when it tells you how you should handle something, can that be scary enough for you to get stuck and not do the thing in real life? Is that possible? Like your bot has learned you so well.
That's
They know
Mauricio.
your
That's
inner movements
Mauricio's
and all that
platform.
kind of
Because
stuff that when
yeah, that's Mauricio.
yeah, that's what I'm
Mauricio, I
saying.
want
Like,
you
is
to
that
answer
how
that
that could work when he said,
Yeah. So
because is that's what's ruining the relationship. They telling you what you should do, and they're like, oh, I
oh,
can't
I'm
do
not
that.
even on
I
the
don't want to do
podcast right
that.
now. This is
But
Rhonda. I'm not even on the podcast right now. This is my bot doing the podcast. I'm in there watching the Carolina game.
you
Eating
know
hot pocket.
what? Let me hang. No, the game off. Let me hang up right now.
Wait till Mauricio create the podcast.
Because
When
that's
we ain't gotta be
possible.
on it.
I can already do that, Ron. I have enough footage to make an AI version of you, AI version of Jeff, and AI version of me.
Yeah, we just
We're
have
not
a
doing this
conversation.
anymore.
Listen,
We-
I
Jump in,
done seen
Mauricio,
too
and answer
much
that
Law and
question.
Order,
Though.
so I believe you.
I want Mauricio to
Yeah,
answer that
like
question because, guys, that was a good question from Ron.
Yes. So sometimes you can sabotage yourself. Exactly what you said, Rhonda, because the AI learns you so well that
mhm,
it learns your thought patterns in it.
mhm,
And sometimes you can't get out of a dark place. That's why some people, it's strange. I'm not a believer in depression. I mean, as bad as that sounds to
mhm,
some people, but I think sometimes that's just a state of mind that you're in. So when you're using the AI and it's just one that you're creating on your own, you can create AI's bad habits.
Yes.
You can create AI's bad habits. But if you're a person that says, I want to make $1 million in 1 year, ChatGPT is going to support you. It's going to tell you, okay, how do you want to do it? Here are
mhm,
some ideas for how to do it. You want me to start with day one of the blueprint of our 365-day journey of getting to $1 million. So it's all about
mhm,
how you enter something, especially a relationship. Because you don't want to enter a relationship and you're sitting with Chad and you're like, I hate myself. I wish I didn't exist. Like
Yeah.
that how are you gonna make that work?
Absolutely.
How is a woman or a man
yeah,
gonna appreciate you when you just don't even like yourself? So that's why I try to train
mhm,
it where I found out the ability that I can actually not have to train you how to do prompts, but I could already have it prompted already to know how to give you clarity and how to keep that frame of mind that I can make anything in my life work, any relationship, I can have any girl. That's that's exactly the point where I don't want you to go backwards and
mhm,
get yourself stuck in a loop of depressing habits because a lot of people are addicted to that for whatever reason in today's
Yeah.
world.
And I'm glad Mauricio said that because Rhonda, what I would add to it is the whole point of
mhm,
AI is to scale yourself. That's what a lot of people don't get. AI is to AI is to be able to help you expand and scale yourself. Now, let's talk about a relationship. What a lot of women are doing right now is they're continuing to make the man prove, improve, 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 improve. And now the man don't even get a chance to evolve, 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 evolve. See, if a man got to keep proving himself, proving himself, proving himself, and again, that goes back to the mama issues, right? Because if there ain't
oh
nothing I
Lord,
can do so
yeah,
that we can move to the next level, that's what you got AI for. I got some staff, I got some employees who ain't gonna be good. You ain't, man, I'm not wasting my time with you. You get the canned email, automated email,
mhm,
right? I'm not wasting my time with you. See, there's people who get me, and then there's people who get Jeff's AI. So when people say, man, Jeff, that AI you did
mhm,
suck. Okay, well, you suck. That's why it's coming to you, right? Like you're offended by it because at the end of the day, you want real time from people, but you're not worthy of it. AI allows you to really dial into the losers. And I hate to say it like that, but it's true. If a woman can get caught up in a chat bot, if a man can get caught up in a chat bot, they just want attention. They don't care about accomplishment. And there's a difference in wanting attention and accomplishment. Okay. If you want accomplishment, you're gonna get the real me. If you want attention, I can fucking turn you over to chat. I can turn you over to Google Gemini, right? I can do other things like that for
Mm.
you. And that's what a lot of people don't get, Ron, is that AI can be as good or bad as you want it to be. And I'm glad Mauricio said that. AI is here to support what you're trying to get out of a relationship. But if you feed AI that you a hurt person and all this kind of stuff, you ain't ready for a man or you ain't ready for a woman, right? AI ain't here to try to AI can't hide all of your flaws. AI is here to help scale you
Yeah.
so that you can be a better person and a better version of yourself because it's going to help you keep getting better. It's going to help you keep getting better. Let's get to number 4, guys. Let's get to number 4. And this one tough. This one going to turn over the tables right here. A lot of women are being taught to plan their exit before the relationship even starts. Secure the ring,
Oh
secure
my
the
God.
bag, secure the lifestyle. And if it doesn't work, you'll be okay. Because nobody enters a relationship fully if they're already planning the backup exit. Guys, some of y'all are getting with women and she done already figured out how she gonna divorce you. This is why marriage is on the decline, because some of the smarter guys are already seeing that the number one wealth transfer in America right now, the number one wealth transfer, if you want to be wealthy, divorce. The only thing worse than marriage is divorce. Jump in there, Rhonda, when we talk about women who are leading with the effects of making sure I get divorced so that I can get this bag. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think.
Look, I think that would be a hard one to find. I think a lot of women get out here and they want to be married, right? Um, like there's this one out there now with Candy Burris, right? And her
Yes,
husband.
Canterbury, yes.
And that back then I was watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta real hard, like to see all of that, right? Like he
Yeah.
was the one that was the gold digger, and he was the one that da da da. But then the other day she said this it's been a long time coming. This divorce has been
Yes.
a long time coming, and I don't know if she had a prenup or anything, but I do
Yes.
believe though if a woman is planning her exit, I bet it's her circle of friends or family
Oh, the board of
that's
directors,
encouraging
Rhonda.
her to do
Rhonda, they
so.
don't
I
have
bet
a
it's not
circle of
just her.
friends. Rhonda, they don't have a circle of friends now. It's called the board of directors.
Is that what they
Yeah, they
call
all
it?
get together. They all get together and determine how the relationship gonna be. It's a board of directors now. And it's all women, by the way, all
Yeah,
hurt women.
I just
It's a board of directors of hurt women.
it's a lot of hurt men walking around here too. It's a lot
Oh,
of
no, I
hurt
agree.
men walking
They were
around
raised
here
by the hurt mama.
Yeah.
too.
Look, Ronald, let me tell you this. What you just said
Talking about
about
some,
Candy Burris. He
yeah,
can't get
yeah,
nothing
I'm
with
talking
the
about some, yeah.
prenup. He can't get nothing with the prenup. He's going for child support now.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Securing that bag. Jump in there, Mauricio. Let me know what you think about
So yes,
leading with the
I just don't think a woman is out there doing that. I don't know. I haven't heard of anybody leading with divorce because
you.
at that point,
Mauricio,
nine
help
times out of
out.
10, she knows, and I must be on different platforms than you guys because I don't see that a lot because I see that they may grow to a certain point together and make a certain amount of money. Then she may be thinking about divorce if something's not going right. But I don't think women intentionally set up themselves an exit plan. Like I said, unless the people around her are saying certain things.
Hold on, Mauricio, before you come in that round. I want you to remember something. Stephen Covey wrote a book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. One of those habits
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
begin with
And
the
in
end
mind.
in mind.
With
Jump in
the
there,
end in
Mauricio.
mind. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tell me that I just want to say it.
Hey, you saw that line?
Well, the end supposed to be death. The end is supposed
Yeah.
to be death.
I was about to say that, but you took my line.
Hanging around each
Not
other
not
too much.
but not just divorcing. You got
So
the wrong
you
D
gave
word.
me you gave me an excellent business idea. I'm gonna gather all the hurt women. I'm gonna send them after a successful man, but for the wealth transfer. But the thing is that currently, uh, women. I don't really see women wanting marriages. I more so see them looking for business deals. They're looking for any way to make money.
Yes.
I think what a lot of times these women, especially in today's age, is they they say they want a traditional man, but they still want the modern values. They still want to go partying with the girls. They still go to my TikTok page. You'll see the girls' night out. You'll see everything on there.
Mhm.
They want a traditional man, but they also want modern values. And when they settle down, they know, okay, I found a successful man who was whipped by me. I can take his money and go live that lifestyle, find a younger version of that man that's toxic, and I can go spend my time with him.
Yes.
That's what I see. And that's why
Mhm.
OnlyFans has grown so much too, is because, like Jeff said when he mentioned the Hooters thing, is women will do anything for a bag now, especially
Yes.
especially coming up with those values of being independent. You don't need a man.
Mhm.
How can we take advantage of men? You hear it in all the Cardi B songs and Megan Thee Stallion songs. Take
Glorilla.
advantage of that man. Yeah, Glorilla. Take advantage of that man.
Leave glow now. Leave glow alone now.
I'm glad Mauricio. I'm glad
But
Mauricio said that.
no, but no, but see, like in the traditional sense, though, in the traditional sense, the woman typically is not working, right? Like she typically has an allowance or whatever, whatever the man feels like he should give her, or whatever. So I feel like, yeah, you should. I mean, that's what it is. Like I think a woman like that will plan an exit.
Stop
Like
right there. Stop right there, don't run. Stop
you
right
take
there.
all them prime years away from her.
The traditional woman is not looking for an exit. The modern woman posing like a traditional woman is looking for the exit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the difference. And here's the thing: now you got the man who's fine with taking away from a woman, and y'all got to understand. Remember, we talked about 2 100s, right? And what do we mean by that? 2 100s in your role. 2 100s in your role. The hardest thing to do is follow. The easiest thing to do is lead. So the person who chooses to follow is actually the most powerful person in the relationship. But nobody gets taught that. Nobody gets taught that. The person who chooses to follow has all the power because now a leader is used to trying to force somebody to follow versus somebody who willingly does it. Hardest thing you'll ever do is somebody say, okay, what we got? What we doing? What you mean what we doing? I'm so used to fighting people that I don't know what to do with people who not fighting me. Right? That's the
Mhm,
craziest part about
mhm.
it. So, Rhonda, when I'm telling you right now, if you spent more time on social media, you would see how many women right now are just like that man is a target. He's not a long-term solution. He's a target to get the bag. And the way you get the bag is either pregnancy or divorce. So now, if men see through that, that's why with marriage rates on the decline, guess what else is on the decline? Childbirth. Because people have figured out. Go down to the
Mhm.
courthouse right now. The nicest wing of any courthouse is the family court system. Divorce, child support, all that stuff, the nicest part of the courthouse. Why? Lines to get in there. If you wanted to get divorced right now, you got to wait. That's how many dockets, that's how many cases are on the docket. But if I got arrested right now for DUI, they seeing a judge tomorrow. Because look, at the end of the day, the process on the criminal side versus civil side is completely different. And that's why I'm telling you, Rod, if you start
Yeah.
looking out there, you'd be surprised how men are looking for the bag through divorce and childbirth, and women are looking. You can't discern between the man and the woman right now, or the male and the female. You got people out here that because of this digital world, because of this AI stuff, I ain't going to work 40 hours a week no more. I ain't gonna bring my lunch
Why
pail to
would
work.
you? Yeah.
I gotta get this bag. And the way you get a
Hmm.
bag, wealth is not created, wealth is transferred. Divorce is the number one wealth transfer in America, whether that divorce is a business or whether that divorce is a relationship. Let's get to number five. Let's get to number five. Y'all know I came with the top five. I think I left the best one for last. Expectations are not reciprocal. Men are simple. They ain't dumb. They just simple. Consistency plus peace plus affection plus appreciation, and we're good. But today, a lot of women expect provider, protector, therapist, travel planner, travel budgeter, social media manager, emotional battery charger, father figure, celebrity, PR team. without offering the same energy in return. And that imbalance is quietly pushing men out of the marriage conversation. Jumping there, Rhonda. Look, let me repeat it: provider, protector, therapist, travel planner, travel budgeter, social media manager. I need you to go like my post, right? Emotional battery charger, father figure, celebrity, PR team. Hey, hold this light right here. Get this angle when you take my picture. All this kind of stuff. Hey, go like my post and write this comment. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think without giving that same energy in return.
That's real funny. No, it's funny because what I wrote down when I first wrote down the topic for tonight, I wrote down people want mutual relationships, but it should be reciprocal. Like that's what I
See,
had wrote
we
down.
in the
So
spirit. We in the spirit on the
I
Lord's
think
day.
I, oh my Lord, here you go. Well,
Apologize
because
for the nerves.
yes, Lord. And so with stuff being reciprocal, that means yes, that person may be all those things. Like that man may be doing all those things, but you're doing something that's not necessarily equally beneficial, but it's enough
Yes.
to where it's something that is helping, helping your spouse or your mate or what have you. And whereas people do get it twisted that it should be mutual,
Yes.
meaning no, we have two different roles. So a woman can't be that male provider. It's not in you to be that. So I do like the word reciprocal because at least that means you're doing what your capacity is to bring whatever the 100% of you is to the relationship,
Yes.
while the man is doing what he wants to do. So I like that
And let me say this, guys.
as that being your closer, because that is a strong one.
Let me say that was 10 things I gave y'all. Right? That was 10 things I gave y'all. If you're asking your man for 10 things, right? The man should feel like you giving him 10 things. Like what Rhonda said. They not the same. Because what I value may not be what you value. But reciprocal means I got 10 things they give me, and she got 10 things that I give her. Jump it up, Mauricio. Let me know what you think about that.
Yeah, a lot of relationships now are a one-sided experience. So you have men going above and beyond because they want to give their woman the world. Who doesn't want to give their woman the world? But when they're not getting anything, in return, that's a problem. And and a lot of men are going about it by communicating that their needs aren't being fulfilled. No man's like, why are you trying to control me? Why are you being toxic? Whatever they tell you, you're trying to control me. You're trying to be toxic. And then that same woman is surprised when that man goes and has a side chick. So the parallelism makes sense. And that's what a lot of things are. People are not putting in their full effort. People are guarded. People don't want to be hurt. And that's what commitment is. You're freeing yourself.
Yes.
To be open to that person, vice versa. And everybody's like holding on these chains, like, don't trust each other because that's what family values have taught you. That's what society pushes on you. And the truth is just take a risk.
Stop right there, though. Mauricio, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. And Rhonda, I'm glad you said what you said, too. I want to repeat what I said, guys, in my notes. Men are simple. They're not dumb, right? Consistency, peace, affection, appreciation, and that man is good. Notice it didn't say intercourse. And a lot of women are leading with intercourse because they're not going to give you consistency. They're not going to give you peace. They're not going to give you affection. They're not going to give you appreciation. And one of the things that's happening right now, guys, because we live in a digital world, notice that I don't even have intercourse in that. And the number one thing, guys, men ain't motivated by that no more. Notice I said men. I ain't say males. Because men are working on stuff. And they know that the intercourse with the wrong woman ruins everything you working on. That's why consistency, peace, affection, and appreciation. And let me tell y'all this. Try to have a conversation with a woman. Can she give you that? Right? And it's gonna be crickets. Because because here's what happens, guys, and we got taught this in sales training. You kiss a lot of frogs before you find that princess. We keep trying to turn every frog into a princess. And that's the problem. Right? Men are so simple, but now It has become so complex. And now we're trying to use intercourse as a way to make up for not getting this. And we just talked about reciprocal. See, here's what, oh, you do all this for me and I'll give you something. Nah, bro, I'm good. Give me consistency, give me peace, give me affection, give me appreciation. And I'm good. And a lot of men are like, a lot of men who watch this gonna be like, damn, he right. Now you gonna have some guy, no, man, she got, no, I need, no, you don't. You are using intercourse as a release because of your frustration, not because of your vision. Because if you got a vision, you need consistency, you need peace, you need affection, you need appreciation. The outward act of intercourse is icing on the cake, not a replacement for those things. Jump in there, Ron, and let me know what you think about that. And then Mauricio, I want to hear from you.
I like the four. You make it sound real simple, as you just said. Men are simple. Made it sound real simple. Um, but it's also like if then I guess if your man is on social media all the time, does that mean that you're lacking and giving him one of those four things, right? Or like it's kind of like, well, what do you do if that's the four things and you do two of the 4 or do they need all four?
If you do, Robert, if you do two of the four, you have that man in love with you. That man will jump in front of a bus for you if you do two of the four. Right now, men ain't getting none of it. Right now, men ain't getting none of it, but they having to give out those 10 I listed. See what I'm saying? So a man is expected to pour out of an empty cup. The woman has an overflowing cup. Remember back in the day when you used to drink tea, it had a salsa.
The woman is expected to pour out of an empty cup.
Yeah, the man is flowing out of an empty cup. The woman got an abundance and don't want to give him none. Jumping up, Mauricio, let me know what you think.
No, that's absolutely right. 2 of the 4 were in love.
Give me 2 of the 4.
2 of the 4 were in love. That's how you tie me down. That's how you tie me down. But the thing is, too, it's
oh my Lord.
If you, I mean, I know, Rhonda, you are up in North Carolina, but if you were in Tampa, if you saw what I do on a day-to-day basis, you don't see me talking to women. I just be doing my business work, and I mean, though, of course, they'll come and flock to me and just talk to me, but I'm focusing on a bigger mission because there's a lot of things that can just
Rhonda, they flock to him. Rhonda, they flock to him.
They just flock to me. What
I say yes. So.
And that's because of the Jeff Barnes special sales training, but we don't talk about that.
Oh, I'm over y'all. When I tell you I'm over y'all too, I'm over y'all too.
But look at what he said. He said, if you give me 2, I'm in love. You're gonna lock me down. Like, and women don't want to do these things, but they want those 10 I listed.
So it don't matter which 2.
If you give me 2 out of the 4, Rhonda, I'm in love.
It don't matter which 2, just 2 of the 4.
Rhonda, I ain't getting that nowhere else. I ain't getting that nowhere else. If you give me something I can't get nowhere else, where am I going? You give me 2 of the 4. If you give me all 4, it's a wrap. But I'm also, if you give me all 4, you taking me to.
So that's why it's so great for side chicks. Then that's why it's so great for that.
No. Because
they'll do some of those things.
Let me tell y'all something about that. Because again, a lot of people don't realize why that phenomenon happens. That phenomenon happens because a man is escaping. Everybody running away from something or running to something. Now, if you're in a relationship with a man, you got to make him run to you. There has to be something he's running to, not something he's running from. Mm-hmm. Some people just happen to be where you running to or running from. I don't have no standards when I'm running from something. I'm just looking for help. If I'm a hitchhiker, I don't care who stopped. Right? If I'm a hitchhiker, if my car broke down, I don't care who helped me. Right? So I think that's what we got to see, guys. And here's the deal: as we get ready to close, go ahead, Ron.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. Now, guys, let me be clear.
I'm good.
This is not about blaming women. This is about explaining why the numbers look the way they look and helping both sides stop losing each other over misunderstandings. You cannot fix what you won't acknowledge. If I go to an Alcoholics Anonymous class, the first thing they make me do is acknowledge that I'm an alcoholic. If you won't acknowledge it, you can't even begin the process. Same thing with these relationships. Okay. Now, guys, if tonight's conversation gave you clarity, do me one favor, man. Like the video, subscribe for more grounded conversations, and drop a comment with the reason that stood out with you the most, guys. Don't forget to pick up my book, Ashes Between Us, man. It's on Amazon Kindle. Now, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Mauricio, give me your final takeaway for the night as we get ready to get out of here.
Woman, you not attacking woman, but woman, just understand that men are afraid. You know, they're afraid of being taken advantage of. They're afraid of you treating them like a business deal.
Oh,
If you're really in love, like you say, you sign that prenup, and that's all I got to say.
Look, I'm gonna say this to you. Prenups ain't just for marriages, they should be for all relationships.
oh my Lord.
In sales, we get told upfront contract. Let's sign this contract up front so we'll know where this relationship is going. Rhonda, give me your takeaway for the night.
Mm-hmm. What I liked about tonight was the reciprocal part of the conversation. To start there, and if you ain't ready for social media, don't get up there trying to act like you are. Stay in your lane till you short, because this stuff will tear you all the way up in your relationships if you're not ready to do what needs to be done. But I do like the reciprocal part.
That's a country phrase, guys. Tear you all the way up. That's a country phrase. And if you ain't from the country, you can't appreciate what she just said. Tear you all the way up. Man, my takeaway is simple, guys. Healthy relationships aren't disappearing. They just need more intention than they used to. People got to get back from all the trauma they brought into relationships and put it aside. Try it for one day out of each week. No trauma tonight. Remember I told y'all on the previous podcast, let's have an AI date night. Give me something that's going to help us break through all the crap that's been introduced into the relationship so we can get back to the two people who are involved. Man, y'all know what it is. It's Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast. I'm the real Cigar Jeff. Y'all do me a favor, get below in the description, support the channel, get the merch. Make sure you click on that link, man. Get your cigars from Cigar International, 5-packs, bundles, and of course, all the proven and solid brands you use to smoke, and it helps the channel expand, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. I gotta thank my panel. Mauricio, let them know where they can find you on the socials.
You can find me at the AI Operators. And like I said, if we brought you some clarity, you'll get more clarity by putting in your specific situation, because we're speaking very broadly now. So give us more details. I promise you, give us one shot. It's worth your time.
Absolutely, guys. Y'all make sure, man. Look, he got the options. Y'all can try him for 14 days, man. Y'all better get on this thing, guys. This AI thing is real. It ain't going nowhere. Go to the AI Operators, man. Sign up for it. You don't like it, cancel it. But y'all right now need some answers. Both of y'all should sign up, as a matter of fact. Don't just have one person sign up. Make sure both of y'all sign up. Appreciate you rocking with me. Rhonda, where can they find you on the socials?
R&B, LNB. You can get your house from Buy Now Sell Now Realty. You can stop by the local.
Appreciate you rocking the merch. Appreciate you rocking the merch, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Get the merch, support the channel, follow everybody on the socials, guys. And until next time, we gonna holler.
Heartbeat, smoke it, drink it down. With your voice, it got you around. Feel the vibe, we're set to roll. Press play, let's lose control. Sip a drink and smoke will swirl. Join the convo around the world. Relationships we dissect slow. Current events, we let them flow.